Hi there, English 102 students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomberg, and I just want to welcome you to our summer term together. It's great to have the opportunity to work with you all. There's a good chance that I may have worked with some of you folks before if you were in my English 101 class. But regardless, if I've worked with you before, if you've never had the opportunity to work with me, I'm super stoked and happy to be here. So, first things first, take a moment if you haven't done so yet to go to the Start Here tab on Blackboard if you're just getting used to the class and the layout. That'll give you a lot of good information that should help you transition nicely into the course. If you've had me for English 101, you'll find the layout's pretty similar to the 101 class. Regardless, I want to let you know that we will be having a live classroom session during our first week together. That's going to take place on Tuesday, June 16th at 2 p.m. So if you are able to attend live, I've posted instructions in the announcement of how to get into that live session. But I'll be going over a lot more information on that live session in terms of the class layout and the work that you're doing in week one. Now this particular video is just concerned with the syllabus. So as you can see, I'm on Blackboard. I'm going to go ahead and click on syllabus. The English 102 syllabus is presented to you as both a Word document and a PDF. It's the exact same syllabus, so I'm just going to pull it up as a PDF since it'll pull up a little more quickly that way. And we're just going to take some time to go over the syllabus together. So again, this is English 102. Presumably you've had English 101 at this point, or maybe you tested into 102, but most likely you've already had English 101. And again, if you've not met me, my name is Michael Bloomberg. Typically, my office is Building 1, Room 104, the North Laurel campus. But I am not there this summer. I'm working exclusively from home. So office hours are virtual by appointment. And with that being said, the best way to contact me is via email. Now, up at the top navigation, I've put a direct email Mr. Bloomberg link. So you can use that or just type in my email address. It's probably easier to just use the link in Blackboard. If you want to get to know a little bit more about me, go to the Start Here tab. I posted a little introduction to myself that I think you'll find helpful if you just want to learn a little bit more about me. My chair of my department is Dr. Mike Goldman. Administrative assistant is Aaron Johnson, and I've placed their information on the syllabus as well. Now, English 102, I could just read you the course description, but that'd be kind of boring. So I'm just going to share with you that we're really picking up on the concepts that we left off with in English 101. And it doesn't matter which instructor you had for 101. Presumably in 101, you wrote some essays, you read some things, whether they be books or articles or blogs. I'm not sure. If you were in my class, obviously it was articles. But we're going to build upon the concepts of critical thinking that you learned in 101. We're going to apply that to argumentative writing, and that's primarily what we're going to be working through in English 102. Now, there is no textbook required. There is no courseware required. Everything that you need for each week will be posted in Blackboard in course content. So if you want to note that, that's where all of the coursework is assigned, and it's also where you turn in all of your coursework as well. Now, I'm not going to read through the Gen Ed competencies, but you can read through those on your own, and if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. I do want to very quickly take a look at the student learning outcomes, and the first one just says that you will develop an appropriate and articulate argumentative thesis that provides support, reasoning, and evidence. So we learned about thesis if you were in my 101. I'm sure you learned about it in your 101 class as well, if you didn't have me. So we'll continue working on that. Plan, draft, revise, edit, and proofread to produce well-written essays. That's the second student learning outcome. Number 3, write in standard English. That's something we're going to keep working through with some grammatical principles and things of that nature. Document sources appropriately. In my 101, we kind of ended the semester with MLA in writing a research paper. We're going to jump in pretty quickly this semester with the MLA. And if you didn't study MLA in 101, no problem. We're going to start back at the start and kind of go from there. Respond in writing to college level reading. So we're going to talk about the importance of reading and being able to read summaries and understand the content that you're reading. Recognize and use different types of argumentation. And we'll go over that as we go into the assignments. And use library tools. We'll look at that as well. The central question of the course is, how can I produce an effective argument? And so everything we do in one way or another in our course this summer will be a reflection of that central question. Now, please note that the grading criteria is a weighted percentage, and that means that some things are worth more than others in the class. 50% comes from essays, so as you can see, those are worth the most of anything that you'll do in the class. Regular assignments, which may include draft plans, quizzes, discussion board assignments, those are worth 30% of your grade. And participation is worth 20% of your grade. And we're going to talk very closely about that in just a moment, since that ties into the live sessions that we'll be having. So 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, so on and so forth. All right, first week's work. Let me just take a drink real fast. You are required to post this week on the discussion board, as well as complete the quiz for week 1. You need to log in and get started as soon as possible. Do not wait to the last minute, because any student who does not complete the first week's work will be reported as a no-show, and that will likely result in your removal from the class. That's a system response. I'm required to report no-shows, so that no-show doesn't mean just logging into the class, by the way. It's great that you do that, but you need to actually do the work in week 1, so make sure you do that. Attendance statement. And you may be saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, we're online. We don't have to actually go to class, do we? The answer is no. Since this is an online class, there is no official statement regarding attendance. However, as I'm sure you noted, participation is worth 20% of your overall grade. And so with this in mind, we're going to be having one live session each week. And what you will need to do is either attend the session live or watch a recording of the live session if you can't make it live. Now, these live sessions will typically take place during the day. So again, if you can't make it, no harm, no foul. I'll make a recording of the video and I'll make that available to each and every student. Regardless, at the end of the live session, I will give a live classroom code. You will be responsible for taking that code and presenting it in the submission forum each week to ensure that you get your credit for participation each week. I'll go over that in a little bit more detail during the first live session. So late work. Best thing to know is if you know you're going to be late on something, send me an email and let me know what's going on. Communication is so important in our class, especially since our class moves so quickly. Typically, I have to give a deduction. I will accept work in most cases up to 7 days late, but a deduction each day it's late. After 7 days, I can no longer accept the assignment, so just be careful there. I've put the withdrawal policy on the syllabus. You can take a look at that. If you have any questions, just let me know. Academic integrity, short end of the story here is don't cheat. That means no cheating on a test, no plagiarism where you take someone else's words or ideas and pass them as your own. Collusion, don't do that. That's where 2 or more students conspire to be academically dishonest. Take a look, by the way, at the Student Code of Conduct. I've linked that on the syllabus. You can click on it. I won't do that, but you can if you have any questions. Okay, disability statement. Students with disabilities who require accommodations for English 102 must contact Rosetta Berry at Somerset Community College. She is the Disability Services Manager. I've placed her information on the syllabus. You have to work through her if you need any special accommodations, so please note that. Though I appreciate the heads up, I can't do anything unless you've communicated with her. So I need to read this statement real quickly to you. In compliance with federal law, including provisions of Title IX, the Rehabilitation Act of '73 and the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. Somerset Community College does not discriminate on the basis of race, sex, religion, color, national or ethnic origin, age, disability, or military service. Now, if you are a student at Somerset Community College and you run into any problems involving discrimination, harassment, or sexual misconduct, please direct those to Tracy Cassida, and I've placed her information on the syllabus for you. Academic technical support, that's if you're running into any problems, if you get locked out of Blackboard, there's a help number. Just remember option 4 and call that number. They should be able to help you. If you've been a student here before, you probably know about Starfish. That's the system that we use at SCC to communicate faculty with students and advisors. Probably won't be using that quite as much in the summer, but if there are times where I feel like it would be effective, I may reach out to you and your advisor that way. But again, I'll try to address that more one-to-one. If you've not signed up for SNAP, it stands for Safety Notification Alert Process. I encourage each student to do that, and there is a link that will help you do that. And the last bit of information is just about the fact that we're a tobacco-free campus. We won't go into that since we're an online class. All right. Thank you for your patience in going through the video. I just want to highlight again some of the key points in the syllabus. Email me. That's the best way to contact me. 102, our class is involved with argumentative, persuasive writing. There is no textbook or courseware. Review the student learning outcomes. The central question is, how can I produce an effective argument? Please review the grading scale. Please complete your first week work. Remember the live sessions. I think that's pretty much it. And again, I'll leave you with reminding you that the first live session is coming up on Tuesday, June 16th at 2 p.m. Click either the Collaborate Ultra link or the direct link that I've put in the very first announcement. Cool, I'm super stoked to work with you all this summer. If you need anything at all, email me. I can be available to meet one-to-one by virtual office hours, but I would need a heads up on that. So again, email me if you have any questions. That's pretty much it, folks. I appreciate your time. Good luck this first week, and I hope that I can see a few of you on the live session on Tuesday the 16th. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.